Hi everyone, my name is Esridu and I'm welcoming back to my channel. Well, we are back again with our reaction videos. And as you have acknowledging the source of this particular piece, it is from Turning Point USA. And it is titled as Candace Owens Debates College Feminist. Ooh. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so please sit back, relax, and let's enjoy this beautiful video to the fullest. Let's go!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. So I noticed you had a lot of thoughts on feminism.
Okay.
I'm a feminist, but
Totally
I
fine.
was just wondering, how do you differentiate between the extremism that exists in feminism as it does across, multiple different ideologies, but how do you differentiate between the extremism and how, feminists like me think? I don't hate men.
It's a great question, and I'm glad you asked it. It's a great, great question. So what you have to realize about the left when you talk about extremism is they hack words that once had real meaning, and they take them for their own nefarious goals, right? So they'll say racism, and you'll go, oh my God, no, really, racism used to exist, but now it means organizing your pantry. That's obviously not racism. That's completely ridiculous. You see something like feminism, and once upon a time, women were fighting for the right to vote. Well, now we have that. We have equal footing. And now they're using those terms. They're hiding behind the shield of feminism, and they're doing actually horrible things in society. And I blame feminists for almost every ill that we have right now because they've encouraged people not to act as a woman, and they bash men all the time. And I think that they have contributed the most to the breakdown of family in terms of an ideology.
Good.
Now, for you,
answer my question.
no, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Now, for you, you're like, okay, but I actually am somebody that just believes in equality, that there should be equality between the sexes, right?
I think it's more culturally and socially, not necessarily in the realm of legality.
Sure, so I'm going to ask you, what is it socially, so you could call yourself something, right? That means that there's some fight that you have. What is it socially that you and I have as women that we don't have that men do? Why is there a need for you to be a feminist?
I think as women, we are undervalued when it comes to our intelligence. I think people, especially for me, as a woman who, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Go ahead, let her talk.
For me, as a woman, I feel like a lot of people look at me and think I'm superficial. They think I'm vapid. They don't necessarily see that I could be intelligent, that I could speak for myself.
No.
They tend to automatically...
Guys, don't be rude. Go ahead.
I tend to get belittled a lot, and that comes
No,
from
bro.
men, not necessarily women, right?
So you're saying in your personal capacity, men are belittling you, right? But when you talk about affecting actually a social change, this might be your personal experience, but does that mean that all women are going through this, or that all women are experiencing this belittlement by men?
And see, I understand that, but I think also when I listen to you speak, and you speak on why you don't like feminism, I hear a lot of anecdotal work, and I hear a lot of personal experience, like your experience in that one class that you had, whereas I've had 5, 6 classes in my gender studies courses, and I've never experienced anything
that's totally
like that.
Fine. That's
ever.
totally fine.
You know
Guys,
what I mean?
They're
So
just
I just
laughing
don't feel like it's fair to take personal
it's totally
experience
fine. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm actually talking about the real world consequences of the dangerous ideology telling women that they have to take their clothes off, that they should be on TikTok. I'm talking about real world consequences.
Yeah,
I'm talking about literally the fact that women are no longer, like, they're by and large all climbing the corporate ladder, and that children are being ceded over to the state. So I was giving you an anecdotal example of what happened in my feminist class, but the repercussions of that are seen everywhere. What I am saying is that what I'm offering to you is not to feel like you have to give yourself an ism, right? Don't feel like you have to put yourself in a box. Don't feel like you have to put yourself into some weird social constructs. I think that what you'll find with time is that it constrains you unnecessarily. I don't have a problem with the fact if you want to identify as a feminist and you think that there is some fight that needs to be ended. I don't personally think that that's...
Is conservatism not a box any more than feminism is?
Well, saying that I have conservative principles, feminism is not being a conservative or being a liberal, right? You're talking about an ideology, right? A system you think
I would assume conservatism is also an ideology as well, is it not?
Sure. Conservatism is an ideology. These are the things that we believe. You could say that everything is an ideology. What I'm saying to you is that I would not necessarily paint yourself into a corner. You don't seem to me like you have any issues speaking up. You don't seem to me like you feel like you're constrained in any way. You're standing up here today. I would offer to you that there's never been a more remarkable time to be a woman in this society. By every statistic, we are doing better than men. That's a fact, right? Men have a higher, we are graduating at a higher rate than men. Men have higher suicide rates. That's why I said to you, despite how you're feeling, what are the real world implications that suggest to you that you are somehow beneath men? You might have a personal experience where a man...
we can talk about sexual assault everywhere, in the military, in the home.
So are these the things that you're fighting to end sexual assault?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, great. You don't have to be a feminist to fight to end sexual assault.
You don't have to be,
Men and women
don't believe you have to
It's a great cause.
But it's, of course, a part of the
women go through that.
ideology.
I just said to him, one of the biggest things that I give to every year is for human sex trafficking. It doesn't require to be a feminist. Now, you seem really committed to it. I've said to you since the very beginning, if you want to be a feminist girl, put it on a t-shirt, wear it, put a hashtag. I'm just telling you, don't unnecessarily put yourself into a corner, and to recognize that it has never been a greater time. I would offer it is a way better time in this society to be a woman.
Yes. So that's Candace Owens for you, and this has been another beautiful way of addressing the question regarding feminism or feminist. I really like something she said at the latter part of the video. Looking at this particular lady who came out with the question, she made a comment like, people think she not being able to speak for herself. Bro, that's wrong. Clearly, when I look at her, she can easily speak for herself. So, bro, what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? All right, as I keep saying, I have no problem with feminism or feminist, but it's the extreme that I do have a problem with. And I believe Candace shared her thoughts on that particular subject, because the extremism here is leading to a lot of, failed marriages here and there, because women think they are equal to men. But as an individual or as a man, I do not think from that perspective. Women are not equal to men. Women are special. That is something you need to keep here, bro. That is something you need to keep in your mind. Men and women do not fight to be equal to men, but rather don't forget that you are special. Like, you were fearfully and wonderfully made, bro. That's one beautiful thing you need to keep in mind. And it always saddens me that the feminists going extreme keep hitting on this same thing, to understand that it has been failed marriages and a whole lot of stuff that are not pleasing in society or the society. Now, come to think of it, I even feel society even favors men more than men. I think I saw this particular video of this incredible guy. I think Eddie Murphy. Yeah, Eddie Murphy in one of his stand-up comedy made a comment that the world really loves women the most, followed by dogs or animals. Men are the least loved, you understand? And the man is only loved on the premise that he's able to provide something. Women are loved unconditionally, and society really supports women unconditionally. Let's quickly carry this across. A woman can boldly sit on a national television with her shoulders up and say to the world, I do not like short men. And guess what? The audience will start laughing, and at the end of the day, that's it. She's boldly saying this on national television, I do not love short men, and that's it. Let me go and sit on national television right now and say to the world, I do not love fat women. The whole world will be coming after me. Society will be coming after me. Women activist groups will be coming after me. Individual feminists will be coming after me. Corporate bodies will be coming after me. Why can you sit on national television and say you do not like fat women? Bro, a woman was able to sit on a national television with a comment like, I do not like short men, and nobody came after her. But mind you, a man being short, nothing can be done about it. You were born short, you were created short, nothing can be done about it. But a woman being fat, you can start checking your diet, you can start hitting the gym, and bro, trust me, you're definitely gonna get in shape. But making that particular comment, society will be coming after me. Who does society love and who is society favoring? Isn't that women? So clearly, I normally don't understand those feminists going extreme. Bro, I have no right with women who do identify themselves as feminists. Well, maybe there's always something to fight for. I do not hold nothing against you. Hey, yeah, keep going, bro. Feminists, feminism, I have nothing against you. But the people who do take it to the extreme, bro, that is my problem. That is my problem. Because it's been leading to failed marriages, bro. Failed marriages are definitely going to have an implication on the children. That's my problem. That is my problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I've said a lot about this. And if I say I'm going to keep going, bro, I will end up going and going and going and going. Permit me to end here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Etridu, and I'm so excited we've been able to react to this particular piece. If you love what I do, and you genuinely want to be part of this beautiful family, do what, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and keep your comments coming. Peace.